This has got to be the easiest way to make a Navy Grog. Now, unlike many other Navy Grog recipes that require a special syrup or a secret grog concentrate, the Hamilton Beachbum Berry Navy Grog does not. And on top of that, you only need to use one bottle of rum, the Hamilton Beachbum Berries Navy Grog blend. And to make it even easier, they even put the recipe on the back of the bottle. Which is great because I know a lot of you like to complain when the recipe is not where you think it should be in the video, but it's always in the description. Now, this is a blend of rums from Jamaica, Guyana, Trinidad, and the Dominican Republic, and is 57% ABV. Now, what should you sub in here for a rum if you don't have this one? Well, I don't know exactly, but I can help you out a little bit because I did a video a while back tasting basically all of the Hamilton rums in a daiquiri. And then my buddy Arminder at the Rum Revival, he did his own video tasting all of the Hamilton rums neat. And we have 2 videos on that. I'll have links to those in the episode's description and at the end of this video as well. And when it comes to easy cocktails, I don't always reach for those, but this one is different, and it's different for 2 very good reasons. First, I've been exploring Navy Grogs more recently on my off time, of course, and I have my own Navy Grog recipe that I've been working on, which we will get to one day. And the second good reason has to do with today's sponsor. And don't skip ahead because this one is super cool. Today's video is brought to us by the Key West Rum Fest, which takes place in August in, of course, Key West. And while there is a lot of events going on during this Rum Fest, what may interest you the most is a 5-course luncheon and rumposium featuring the rum ambassador himself, Ian Burrell, as well as Jeff Beachbum Berry and Ed Hamilton. See how this is all coming together? In addition to the rum, they have trips to Havana to visit Hemingway's home, as well as the La Floridita, concerts, sunset sails, a rum pairing dinner, and there are even free events that you can attend. Now, Key West is 4 square miles in size, has 2 rum distilleries, 300 bars, 200 restaurants, 50 live music venues, and so much more that you can do. Now, 100% of the ticket sales for the grand tasting go to charity. It's some Mark House for adults with disabilities. And if you're watching right now, you can use the code MakeAndDrink to save 10%. The discount is for most events, but not all, like the grand tasting, since that all goes to charity. But for the other events, including the Rum Lunch Symposium, you can use that discount. So very exciting stuff will be happening in Key West this August. And if you go, make sure you come back here to this video or any other video and let me know how it went. Now, let's make a Navy Grog. I'm gonna start with 3/4 ounces of lime juice. 3/4 ounces of grapefruit juice. 1 ounce of a honey syrup, that's 1 part honey to 1 part water. And 1.5 ounces of our Navy Grog blend. All right, before we jump into this, maybe this is a good time to talk about Navy Grogs in general. What is a Navy Grog? Not a deep dive here, but just like what should it taste like? What should be in it? Are there rules? I don't think that there are rules for something like this. It's a very loose name and interpretation. And if you go back in time, you will find different characters, curators of tiki cocktails make different types of Navy Grogs. Now, there are some similarities between the 2 main ones we know of, which are the Don the Beachcomber and the Trader Vic versions, which is they both contain lime and grapefruit juice and then a collection of rums. Now we use 1 bottle here, but that bottle is itself a collection of different rums. It's just made to be easier. Now, in addition to lime and grapefruit, is there anything else that has to be in here besides the copious amounts of rum? I don't think so. If you look at the Trader Vic's version, that calls for an allspice dram, actually a grog concentrate. If you've never had that grog concentrate, you can buy it from Trader Vic's. It's a sweetened allspice syrup with no alcohol. So it's very similar to something like St. Elizabeth, but not as sweet as their syrup at Trader Vic's, and that does contain some alcohol. If you look to the Dawn version, then you're not using allspice and you're using honey. And then over time, these things have evolved and developed, and people have come up with their own. But I think the main thing you need here is you need lime, grapefruit, rum, and the sweetener of your choice, going off of whoever's Navy Grog you want to go off of. So let's try the Hamilton Beachbum Berry Navy Grog. Cheers. It's excellent. You get rum, sweetness up front, not like overly sweetness, but just sweetness from the juices and mainly the honey. So you get that up front without it feeling like a dominant honey cocktail. And the finish there, you get some of that lingering bitterness from the grapefruit juice, which is a nice finish to this drink. Even if you don't have the Hamilton Beachbum Berry Navy Grog blend, I think just starting with this recipe, if you're new to Navy Grogs, or if you want to go through this experience as I plan to do in the next coming months, I guess, then I think this is a great place to start because it's not too complicated, it's not too complex, but it's delicious. Like, it doesn't need to be a bunch of different things. Now, I've made the Tropical Standard Navy Grog here multiple times. It is one of my favorite cocktails of all time. How does it compare to this one? It's hard to say when they're not side by side. That one is just elevated, advanced. You make your own Coca-Cola allspice grog concentrate, similar to the Trader Vic's style. But that's great. That's a great one. But if we're trying to distill it back to simplicity, not the original, but just simplicity, then you're probably not going to find anything easier and more simple than this. And like I said, you can always sub out different rums here. You can look at those Don the Beachcomber rum blends. He uses several different rums. The Trader Vic uses several different rums. You want to just follow those recipes. But a simple, delicious, absolutely delicious cocktail. If you go to a bar today and they serve you one of these, I would be exceptionally happy with the result because it just tastes great. It's a big shout out to the Key West Rum Fest, the fine folks there. I would love to go to the Key West Rum Fest. Problem is, it just coincides with when my kids start school. So it was awesome this year to be able to do something with them, since I know that I can't go and probably for the foreseeable future won't be able to go until the kids are older. But it's a really cool, fun rum fest. I thought it was so awesome that if you go to this luncheon, you get Ian Burrell, you get Beachbum Berry, and you get Ed Hamilton all at the same time. And I was already thinking about doing Navy Grogs here, so I just thought this was the perfect tie-in to do this drink, to cover this drink today to go along with the Key West Rum Fest. So if you're in the area, if you want to do something this summer, go check it out. Check the links in the description for more about that event. So that's it for this one, the Hamilton Beachbum Berry Navy Grog. It's great. I'm not going to rank all these Navy Grogs here. It's impossible to rank things if you're doing them different days and times. I'm just telling you, this is great. This isn't going to let you down. It's simple to make, easy to make. There is nothing you need here that is specialty, except for that bottle of rum. But you can sub something else for that. We've already talked about that. But if you want a simple, delicious cocktail, then try this one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like below. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to support this channel more, go check out my Patreon page. And otherwise, I will see you on the next one.